Hello, I came to Seongsu-dong Street. Seongsu-dong is currently the hottest area for young people in their 20s. This used to be an industrial area. Shoe manufacturing, steel, and printing industries were located here. As Korea's industry changed from light industry to heavy industry and semiconductor electronics, light industry declined. There were many outdated abandoned factories. However, starting in the 2010s, Korean artists began to settle here. This must have been because of the cheap building rent. Artists expressed their own colors, the street became more diverse, and young people began to flock there. It has only been a few years since this place became a hot place. In particular, this street is densely packed with pop-up stores. People who were short on money used this as a test store to see how consumers responded to the market. This pop-up store culture became a unique characteristic of this street. Every 2 weeks or a month, a store closes and a new store opens, and the atmosphere changes every time you visit this street. It feels like visiting a theme park. However, the rent is increasing rapidly, so I don't know how long this scenery can last. In the past, pop-up stores were opened by small businesses, but now global companies are increasingly settling in here. Then the building owner will raise the rent, and artists who don't have money will go somewhere else. I hope this street doesn't end up like that, but it's already happening. This is the most popular place on Seongsu Street. You can see the clock tower in front. Behind it is the Dior store. It is a cosmetics brand created by a Korean beauty influencer. It is said to be a popular brand because it has good quality for the price and lasts a long time. The building on the left is also a Tamburins store. Likewise, it is a Korean cosmetics brand that has its store decorated like a gallery, so it is a place where people crowd to look around. The brightly lit building on the right is a Dior store. This building is so fancy and cool that many people take commemorative photos here when they come to Seongsu Street. The surrounding light is bright, so the photos come out really pretty. People say that the streets of Seongsu-dong here are similar to Brooklyn in New York and South Bank in London. They are similar in that they reused abandoned factories as tourist attractions and turned them into cultural centers. It was a rainy day, but there were still a lot of people. This is the main road of Seongsu-dong Street. It is the place where most people gather. I will walk to the left. If you look at the building on the left, you will see a Marhenje store. It is a vegan leather concept bag brand that has recently emerged in Korea. The city of Seoul is divided into north and south by the Han River in the middle. In Korean, this is called Gangnam and Gangbuk. It means south of the river and north of the river. There are 3 popular hot places in Seoul recently: Seongsu, Dosan, Chungmuro. All 3 have different street atmospheres. The downside of this street is that cars and people use the same road. Unlike Myeongdong and Hongdae, they don't block the entry of vehicles, so you have to put up with the inconvenience. If you look at the store on the right, you can see people waiting in line. It's a Korean restaurant called Neungdong Minari. They mainly make Minari dishes. Minari is a representative type of herb in Korea. It is an ingredient that acts like parsley. If you look to the left, there are people lining up here too. It's a traditional Korean dessert shop called Jeong-seon. They sell fruit rice cakes. It's a dessert brand that has recently become famous in Seoul. There are also people lined up on the left. It's a Korean restaurant called Somunen Gamjatang. It's a place that sells Gamjatang. Gamjatang is a traditional Korean stew made by boiling pork spine. That restaurant has been there for over 30 years. It must be a very popular restaurant among the locals. If you look to the right, you can see people lining up for a store called Hints. It is a popular cosmetics brand among Korean women in their 20s. It is famous for its lip cosmetics.
그냥 건널까 이쪽으로?
This is the main intersection of Seongsu Street. If you cross the street and walk to the main road, there are a lot of pop-up stores. But I will walk to the left. This direction is toward Seongsu Station subway. If you look to the left, you can see people waiting in line. It's a bag brand called Minute Mute. It's a brand that's recently become popular among women in their 20s. It's a brand that became known through SNS. I am walking towards Seongsu subway station. If you look to the left, there is a car road. There is a bridge built over it. That bridge is a subway bridge. Across the street from the road on the left is the handmade shoe street. About 70% of Korea's handmade shoe companies are gathered here. The street I'm walking on is the Cafe Street. The place I've walked from the beginning to now is the Cafe Street. If I get a chance next time, I'll also take a look at the handmade shoe street. This is the end of my tour of Seongsu Street. The streets I showed you are only a part of it. If you are curious about other Seongsu streets, you can watch the videos I uploaded before. Thank you for watching the videos.